Hi ladies, today we're going to look at a different technique called EFT. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique and is a really simple and easy to learn technique which is really helpful in situations where you're feeling really stressed out or really emotional, sensitive, all those different kind of emotions. And it's really quick, really easy. So we're going to go through the technique first, show you how it works, and then we're going to use some of the information we've collated in workbook 3 and try and work through some of the problems we've uncovered to see if we can help resolve some of the issues. So the first thing I want to tell you is a little bit about emotional freedom technique. What it is a series of points that we tap that are based on acupuncture points, and whilst we're tapping, we're saying key phrases based on the emotions or the thoughts that we're feeling. So for example, we start with a point just here on the back of the hand, and we say something like, even though I'm feeling really stressed out today, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So we'll repeat that phrase a couple of times, and then there are a few other points that we then go around in a couple of rounds of one sequence. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. So we're going to start with a really easy one. So if you could just follow me, follow the sequence, and hopefully it'll become very self-explanatory. So we're going to start with the phrase, even though my body can't make a baby, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So we're going to start tapping just the side of the hand here, and we'll repeat that phrase or a similar phrase, so kind of focusing on that main emotion. We'll repeat it 3 times. So repeat after me. Even though my body's struggling to make a baby at the moment, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm not getting as pregnant as quickly as I want to, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though my body isn't doing what I want it to, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Okay, so the next point we're going to tap is just on the inside of the eyebrow, and we'll repeat small key phrases. I can't get pregnant. And then to the outside of the eyebrow, it's really difficult. And then just under the eye, my body not doing what I want it to. Just on top of the lip, trying to get pregnant. Just under the lip, it's very difficult. Then the next point is just on the collarbone, so just this lumpy bit here, just in the centre, just tap that area there, trying to get pregnant. Then we go under the arm and just tap in that area. Stressful getting pregnant. And then on top of the head. It doesn't matter which side of the body you use, just whatever comes natural to you. And then we're going to go through those points one more time. So starting with the inside of the eyebrow. My body can't get pregnant. Just the outside of the eyebrow. Trying to get pregnant. Into the eye. Trying to have a baby. Top of the lip. It's so difficult. Just under the lips. Trying to get pregnant. Then just on the collarbone. Trying to get pregnant. Under the arm. Getting pregnant so hard. And on top of the head. My body just don't do what it wants. And then take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Okay, so that's the basics of an EFT sequence. That's all we're going to be doing. Just following simple phrases and trying to see what will come up for you. So you may find that other thoughts come up surrounding the ideas that we talk about. You may find that memories come up, or even random things like colours or aches and pains or sensations in the body. Just note down whatever comes up for you. Just make a quick note of it in the template that we've got. And what we're also going to look at is how you start to feel around these statements. So we're going to start with an initial statement, looking at one of the main ones that you've already identified in your workbook. We're going to start with that key statement, and then I want you to rate it on how emotionally charged it feels for you. So the statement that I'm going to start off with is fear of the unknown. So I'm frightened that the reason that I can't get pregnant is because something's wrong, something medical is wrong. So it's that fear, that kind of being scared of what possibly might be going wrong that means that you're not having a baby straight away. So that's the issue that I'm going to start with, but you can use any issue that you've identified in your sheets to start with and to follow through. So you can change any of the wording that I'm using to reflect how you're feeling and really go deep with it. In the EFT PDF for this week, there's also a little sequence. So if you find it a little bit off-putting when I'm talking about things that you don't want to talk about, or things that you don't find that are relevant for you, just work through the tapping sequence on your own without the video. That's absolutely fine. You can keep your eyes closed, you can keep your eyes open, however you feel most comfortable. You can work with the sequence in any way that suits you. But I'm going to take you through a proper example so that you can fully understand how you can work with the problem and how you can dig deeper with it and find that the emotions will resolve over time. So I'm going to start with this emotion, this fear of something being wrong, something that you're not aware of, something that's taking its time for you. So first of all, I'm going to write that fear down on the little sheet. So I'm just going to write it down in my notebook. So fear of unknown, just write that down. And then give it a rating. So 0 is it's got no emotion at all. 10, where it feels such a strong emotion. So you may feel teary when you think about it. You may feel really upset. It may, you might feel shut down. You might just, whatever that feeling is, that's a real intense feeling. So for me, it's about a 6 or a 7. So you write that rating down as well. And then as you go through the sequence, notice what comes up for you. Try not to write it down during the sequence, but try and remember any emotions, any other thoughts, any other memories, any sensations that come up for you during that sequence, and then jot them down after we finish the sequence. So we're going to go through it again. Please feel free to follow me as we go. So we start with the side of the hand. Even though I don't know why I'm not getting pregnant, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm really worried that something might be wrong, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm frightened that things aren't going right, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I'm really frightened. I don't know why I'm not getting pregnant. I'm worried there's something wrong, that I won't be able to get pregnant, that there's something wrong with me. I'm really frightened by that thought. It's a really scary idea, and it's really worrying me. this fear, this worry that something's wrong, that I won't be able to get pregnant, that I won't be able to have a baby. It's really worrying. What if I can never have a baby? What if I never get pregnant? This horrible fear. Okay, now take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Okay, now the next thing we want to do is write down how that initial thought or feeling now feels for us. So I wrote down the fear of the unknown, and that's gone down for me to about a 2 or a 3. So I write that rating down. And also I want you to write down anything that came up for you while you were talking those phrases. So is it some like past memory that came up? You're worried about a decision maybe that you made in the past that may have affected your reproductive health? Or are you worried that you did something wrong in the past and now you don't feel worthy of being a mother? Whatever, or does it just feel like a sensation? Do you feel like, oh, my heart started racing a little bit, or I got a tingle in my fingers? Even something like that can be really important to work with. So whatever came up for you, write it down. Take a few moments just to make a note of all the different things that came up. You can pause the video if you need more time. And then the next thing to do is to work on the things that came up. So thinking about the most emotionally charged thing that came up for you during that session. So for me, say it was my heart was racing. So kind of I could feel that panic, that worry. So for me, kind of racing heart, I would write down. And I'd give that maybe a 7 or an 8. And then we'll tap again on that. So we'll start again and we'll go through another round just to get a better idea of how it works. So we're just tapping on the side of the hand again to start another round. Even though my heart was racing, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though my heart was pounding in my chest, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though my heart was racing so fast, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. My racing heart. I can feel it thudding in my chest, racing away, racing, heart racing fast, fast in my chest, my racing heart, racing heart, racing, pounding, racing heart, racing, racing, so fast, racing heart. And then take a deep breath in and out. So now I want you to feel how that feels for you. Do you have a racing heart anymore? Does it still feel racing, or do you feel emotionally charged by that statement about how your panic or your fear is showing itself in your body? My heart feels fine now, so that's gone through to a 0 for me. But again, what you want to be looking at is what that brought up. Did that bring anything new up for you? Did it bring up any new emotions? So we're really just working deeper and deeper seeing if that brought up another time when you felt like your heart was racing, when you felt like maybe you were on the edge of a panic attack or some other kind of traumatic event. Or it didn't even have to be a very traumatic event. It could just be an argument you had with your partner, or anything where that situation brought that same emotion for you. See what comes up and write it down and work on that. And as you go through, you'll see that you're getting deeper into the layers of where these emotions come from and when they cropped up first and what they're really related to. And it can really help to remove those emotional blocks and really get to the root of the problem. Now, if you're having problems finding that problem, the root, or you're really struggling, just let me know and we can work through a little bit of it together and see if we can find where these issues are or why there's still an emotional resonance still there. But as you're going through them, you can spend 5 or 10 minutes every day, or you can spend half an hour one day, really working through the main issues that you've identified in your sheet and really trying to clear some of those blockages surrounding potential feelings of jealousy, of frustration, of wanting to have a baby and seeing everybody around you being pregnant. Everyone in the street you walk past is pregnant or pushing a pram, and sometimes you can just really feel that the world is against you and it's just not fair. You've been trying so hard, you've done all the right things, you've been taking your vitamins, eating a healthy diet, and you feel like something should be happening but it isn't. And what we really want to get to is trying to remove that negative emotion so that you're not spending all your energy worrying or fearing the outcome, and really try and refocus that energy into a more positive outlet. So I hope this information has been useful. I hope you find this tool really useful. Go to the PDF if you want to work through it at your own pace. I hope you've got much more of an idea of what to do and how to do it. It's really simple, but if you've got any questions, please just let me know. And I'll see you soon. Bye.